Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back at Peter's garage. I know it's been a little while. What we've done is we have now fully race prepped my RC8C, which is kind of funny because you're race prepping a race ready bike, but essentially there was just still a few little things that we had to do. In case you're curious, like what does race prep actually mean? So in this case, make sure that all your fluids are good to go. So your coolant, your brake fluids, etc. So just make sure that's all spick and span. And the other thing that you want to do is make sure that you're fully properly safety wired. Now, as you know, the RC8C conveniently already comes mostly safety wired, but depending on your race association or whatever the requirements are, you'll probably have to do a little bit more additional safety wiring. In our case, it was relatively easy since the calipers are already, obviously safety wired, which is really nice to have that. Even the axle nut here, that was already pre-drilled. So all we have to do was do additional safety wiring around the axle pinch bolts. Going through the bike this way, the next thing to do is you have to make sure that you safety wire the radiator cap. Essentially, you want to make sure that cap doesn't fly off, right? Like it's a bad situation. And then the other one is the coolant outlet drain bolt. And again, it's underneath the fairing. Of course, the rear caliper is also safety wired, and then also the rear axle nut. What's interesting about this bike is that the caliper actually sits beneath the swing arm. A lot of the bikes I've seen and that I've had, the caliper's on top, so just a little bit of a difference, but that's pretty much it. And also look, the TRS pins are here, so we're good to go on that. And then the other thing that you have to do, aside from safety wiring, is of course your number plates, right? So in this case, we have our number on the front as well as our number in the rear. And then we also went ahead and in the process, I worked with one of our friends, Alex, who is an amazing artist. And I actually asked him to do a special project for me, which was to make this little special logo here. These are all three of our family dogs. And we have Ellie, who you guys have met. This is Lum, and then this is Jane. Of course, you've seen Jane before. Obviously, it's inspired by Rossi's three pets on his Yamaha M1 MotoGP bike. So Lum is pretty special for our family because we actually had him for about 20 years. So he actually followed my mom home when I was in middle school, I think, a long time ago. And then this winter, he actually passed away. So this is just a special little way for me to, remember him and make sure he's with us always, right? So yeah, I'm really excited about this, and Alex did an amazing job. But essentially from that, last thing here. You also have to safety wire your GoPro. You have to drill through the base of the GoPro, and then you can safety wire it to a fixed point on the bike, and that way, in case something gets dismounted, your GoPro doesn't go flying and smack someone in the face. But yeah, essentially that's really all we had to do, which is kind of convenient, right? Like that's the whole special thing about the RC8C is that it is race ready, or hashtag ready to race, right? And so you don't have to, get rid of headlights and deal with like exhaust swap and, and kickstands and all this sort of stuff. So it's just really, really nice and very convenient to be able to just buy a bike, take it out of the crate, take it on track, do a little bit of preparation, and you're ready to go and put it on the grid, right? So super awesome. Yeah, and so just really quick about the weekend. Saturday, I don't have any races on Saturday, and then Sunday is going to be my first race in like 7 years for club racing, so we'll see how it goes, but I have 3 races that day. The first one is the Formula 1 class. So the classification for the RC8C theoretically should be a super sport bike because that's what it's built to compete against, like your inline 4 600s, your 750s, the Panigale V2, the MV Agusta F3 800. That's what the bike was built for. But unfortunately, because there's not enough of these bikes made, it doesn't meet production requirements. So my local series actually classified it as a Formula 1 bike, which is like an unlimited displacement, unlimited modification class. So we're gonna go against like V4Rs and all sorts of crazy bikes. So just see how it goes, just have fun. The second class I'm in is the Provisional Novice heavyweight class. So Provisional Novice for the local series is basically people that are just starting out racing or haven't done it in ages or whatever, and just trying to, you're just trying to get started again, which is what I'm doing. And so that class is simple. It's just lightweight or heavyweight. And so this is a super sport and up is basically a heavyweight. And then the final class is going to be the twins class, which makes sense. So it's a twin, it's parallel twin, and it's going to be parallel twin heavy. So I think that's going to be like super tuned SV650s, which I think would be kind of unfair biasing towards the RC8C. And then also things like a 1098 or 1198 or 848s, right? So a lot of Ducatis essentially. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. I'll try to capture as much of the experience as I can. I know that a lot of folks on the channel are either track riding or maybe getting into the whole club racing thing. So I'm just really excited to share, the experience and the process. and just hopefully more people can enjoy it. The last thing I'll say is that if possible, you should really consider going out and watching your local club series, watching your race series, because that really helps the organizations, and it just helps just the energy, right? Like just having people out there cheering people on and just being part of that community. So if you have a chance, swing by your local race series. If you're here in Texas or in the area, swing by. The CMRA is racing on this, well, the CMRA is racing this weekend. So come by and hopefully we'll get to meet and hang out. You'll see the white trailer and the very bright orange bike. Yeah, that's it for today. I know it's a really quick video. We have other stuff coming up. I hope you guys are excited for that. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Peace. Oh, wait, are you still recording? Yeah. Oh, so really quickly, sorry, last thing before you leave. So we took the bike apart. The fender here has this really sick scoop, and I've never ever seen that before. So this is the carbon fiber fender, which is beautiful in of itself, but you see the scoop here? I was really wondering what does that do? Is it for downforce or is it for cooling? So I went ahead and just verified. I contacted the guys over in Europe, and they confirmed that this is for cooling. So it's supposed to channel air through into the radiator to help cool the bike. So yeah, new little thing that I discovered. Jane's ready to go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna load up now, and we're gonna take the everything down to the track and then just set up down there for the next couple of days. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys. Peace.